Welcome back to Dark Nexus. Tonight, it's Act 2, Chapter 75. It is after dusk now, around 6 p.m. on the 8th of Neth. The backup buddies are sealed in Fort Halecourse with the Briarstone survivors and a big contingent of folks from town. Only 2 or 3 more days remain before Captain Freeling's shipment arrives and the sullen Starling leaves Thrushmoor, maybe forever, after all this bullshit. After the chaos and mayhem of last night, all the attacks and the counterattacks, it has been supremely quiet up at Iris Hill. And once again, the party faces the prospect of an assault on the Lowell's family estate.
Can we see from Fort Halecourse whether or not the Juju zombies are still on top of the gatehouse, perhaps?
You don't see anybody moving around up there.
I wish there was a way to come in underground so much.
Mm-hmm. I don't see how there's any other way in besides the gate.
You can go through the hedge. It will just take you time and cause some damage. But if
we can charge a Star Stella by killing people
there you
and teleport.
These are all options.
Maybe somebody wants to be sacrificed.
Maybe somebody's just had enough.
Yeah, none of those other Stella got charged up in any way, shape, or form, did they?
No, they are still out.
Yeah, I mean,
we know they're waiting for us.
Yeah.
I think the best way would be for me to sneak in and try to see if I can open a door.
From the inside?
Yeah. Or climb up and drop a rope down and go open a door. That's the best thing I can think of.
I hate the thought of there's the potential for you to get caught.
Yes.
And us not have any idea that has happened.
I'd say we could
and
also...
then we're right fucked. Well, mostly you are.
Then we can go get Bates, right?
Bates will be so much more helpful in all of this.
Or Stasi. Yeah. There are many, many magical weapons. I think that's our only option, unfortunately.
So, they have to get food shipments in on the regular, so we just wait until there's a regular food shipment, we pretend that we're fishmongers, and we go in as fishmongers, and then all of a sudden jump out and attack them.
We'll
never see it
come.
coming.
Dress as caterers.
Yes.
I've seen this movie. This works.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're pretty much just eating people now.
Okay, so
we're the people eating caterers.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
We have your supply of
I'm
people.
here to volunteer for dinner.
People man here.
People monger.
Daily shipment of people for eating.
We are punchy. All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
If we don't have a better plan, let's use the one that we've got.
Yeah.
We're going to approach Iris Hill.
Yes, but
just walking up the path, right?
Yeah.
When we got in the first time, when we had our little place that we hunkered down and waited for them to come out, is that a place we could get to and know more about the gatehouse than we know now? If there's someone there, if there's someone on top of it.
Yes, and you could make your way up to trees that are about 40 or 50 feet away from the gatehouse.
Then I think we should do that.
agreed.
All right, so we make our way up Iris Hill, up the long and curving road where we once, back in Chapter 36, saw Mama Lowell's wandering down the hill. Find ourselves tucked back into our little copse of tree cover where we've spent many important moments. Staring up at the top of the hill there, we can see a very dark and quiet Iris Hill compound. There is... well, give me perception checks.
I just rolled a fuck you.
Hey!
So that's a 27.
There we go.
23.
15.
Distance is not on your side here, but those orc eyes are peering through the dimness. You can see that the front doors to the gatehouse are closed this time, unlike last time where they were open. And no sight of anybody on top of the gatehouse. Like, you know, it doesn't look as though, like, maybe you just couldn't see people up there from further down the hill. It looks quiet and still with the front doors closed.
All right, then I will drink my...
Should we... So you, just so I understand correctly, you are dosing up and then you're going to go sneaky by yourself first, right?
Yep.
Try to climb in and open a door. Should we agree on like an amount of time that if he hasn't come out yet, that we just start going?
Yes.
And what should that amount of time be?
And start going where?
Yeah. What does start going look like?
From this vantage point, you are rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds away from the front door. If you want to sneak up so you're by one of the trees that are more like 50 feet away from the front door, you're going to have to break tree cover to get there. Just so you know that. So first decision is like, how far back are you waiting? You wait in the place where you know they can't see you, or you're going to try to get to a place where maybe they might see you?
I mean, if we get to a place where maybe they might see us and they see us and something happens, well, then at least we know what we're doing.
There we go.
That's exactly right.
Right, it brings the fight to us.
All right. I have already drank my dark vision. I am now drinking my see invisibility. And I am drinking my monkey fish and my blend. And the last thing I drink before I go is a shield. Using up all of the resources to make this be really fantastic.
How long do those last? Minutes? 10 minutes?
Some are 10 minutes, some are minutes.
Yeah.
So, and I start making my way. What do I need to do?
Where are the rest going to be?
I mean, so,
Let's move up to 50.
before, yeah, I think we should go up to the 50 feet and risk
Are
being,
my terrible, terrible stealth checks.
yeah, but
But as far, I mean, your characters are looking up there and not seeing anybody looking down.
Yeah,
So if your thought is let's try to get as close as we can, I totally buy it. All right, so give me some stealth checks just for shits and giggles, Katie. Just so you can tell us the 5 that you rolled. Is it worse than 5? It's got to be a natural 1, huh? Which for you must be what, like a 2, 4, something like that? What is it? Oh, it's 3. It's a 3. She can't even talk. Dora.
It's great when the first roll of a
Praise.
session is a natural one.
Hey, get it out of the way. Get it out of the way.
Right.
All right.
It's not important of things to come.
And what about Roni?
I rolled my natural 20 to get
Oh.
a 37.
Perfect. Dabwick?
Dabba got a 20 total.
Okay. That's a
You
low
must
roll
have
for
rolled
you,
like a
huh?
Yeah, I
One.
rolled a 4.
There we go. And Robert for grip.
I got 30 less than Roni got. I got a 7.
Okay.
So if anybody was watching, they did see us. If they weren't, they didn't see us.
We're eating chips,
Did we put on our orderly
following
costumes
along,
yet?
asking loud questions.
All right. Let me bring you to a map
We are
here.
Willow and Xander and Anya.
Polly,
Yeah.
what form is Dabwick in?
Oh, good question. We got to be in dark vision medium mode. So Bogard,
Okay.
froggy type.
Frogman.
Frogman type.
Okay, you should all be there. Everybody have vision.
Yep.
So again, the exterior of this particular map is a little representative, but we'll assume you're about that distance away under a tree cover, sort of like that, just to the south of the gatehouse, roughly 50 feet away or so from the doors. And as you make your way up here, again, no sight of anybody keeping an eye on you, and Dora is a little bit noisy. Jokes aside, Dora is still recovering from
Yeah.
a very traumatic experience earlier today where she is claiming to have no memory of things that she claims happened to her. Stew on that, paranoid man.
Say claim again.
I want to.
I mean, based off of what I thought about what she interacted with, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, why would she lie about that?
Beating him.
That's the look I wanted. That's the look I wanted right
Such a
there.
dick.
Johnny just staring at me through narrowed eyes. Shaking and shivering. All right, so you're going to sneak up, my friend?
Yep.
Are you going invisibly?
I'm blended, so not invisible. So if somebody has see invisibility on, it won't work.
But you do have see invisibility on.
I do.
All right, give me your stealth check to approach.
And I guess maybe another perception check to see if somebody's invisible.
I'd love it.
All right. Perception of 29 and a stealth of 26.
Roni leaves the tree cover. moving slowly and carefully, and you're all watching as he's predatoring along the way, like his body is just like shimmering into the coloration of the grass, the coloration of the flagstone path, blending into the side of the hedge there in the dim, murky post-dusk nightfall. Johnny, as you're making your way incredibly stealthily towards the gatehouse, as you get about, let's say, maybe 30 feet away, so about halfway there, you do catch sight of somebody on top of the gatehouse with cover behind the edge of the hedge, keeping an eye out. And basically, it's like the sight of two froggy eyes that you see. You see what looks to be an unusually green and froggy-looking scum with very, very red eyes, peering up, standing on top of on the edge of the top of the gatehouse, tucked kind of behind the hedge, looking down and scanning. And it's immediately clear that he absolutely is aware that the rest of the party is where you just left them, because that's where his sort of fishy, froggy eyes are looking, but doesn't seem to be tracking your motion across the intervening space.
Excellent. I will...
It is a scum, just to be clear. It's just a weirdly froggy scum.
Okay.
But the last weirdly anything scum that we saw wasn't actually a scum at all.
What you're seeing right here would go along with the description of Daggerbatha.
I was going to ask, have we ever seen Daggerbatha?
Dora has in a detect thoughts sort of environment. So again, kind of super green and then with red eyes. It was were two of the things that were part of that image before.
Excellent. I'm going to continue on and using monkeyfish climb up the side and try to go past them, basically.
Give me your climb check.
No climb check. I have a climb speed.
So you're going to have to pass within... This building's narrow. It's 10 feet wide.
Okay.
You're going to have to move into and through Daggerbatha's reach.
Yep.
That's your plan?
That's my plan. I mean, didn't come here not to climb up onto the top of this thing and walk by the dangerous fish man, frog man, scum guy.
Scum guy.
And Blend allows you to make stealth checks without cover or concealment, right?
Correct.
Okay. It's a great spell. So, Roni scampers like a monkey up the side of the gatehouse, up on top of this 15-foot deep, 10-foot wide roof area here, where you saw all the
top of the gatehouse.
Yeah, you saw the soldiers firing earlier today, actually. There is Daggerbatha hidden on the other side of the gatehouse behind the hedge here, staring down at the rest of the party, seemingly completely unaware of you as you climb over the top there and start moving slowly past him. He's got two short swords at his hip, and he appears to be wearing wizardy robes. Like no visible armor.
Does he have anything like a spell component pouch, or does he have anything like a holy symbol or anything like that that's visible?
You see no holy symbol. There would be pouches and sort of gear kit along the sides, so maybe a little hard to tell. It's possible.
Okay.
But definitely no holy symbol.
Okay.
Looking down into the courtyard, give me a perception check.
13.
13.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
So all of the structures are dark. All of their doors are closed. The only other person you can see in the estate is sitting on the ground with her hands behind her back, as though like her hands have been tied, leaning back against the well, is a bruised and battered Dora.
What?
Dora is sitting, apparently tied up, bruised and battered, leaning against the well as though she's been beat up and left out there.
am I able to now think about anything that's going on and make any kind of sense motive checks about what I saw or experienced? I mean,
Yeah, give me a sense motive check, for sure. You've been talking with Dora, quote, Dora, all day.
18.
Is she part of the grand conspiracy?
Well, I'm trying to figure out now whether this is the real Dora or that was the real Dora.
By visual perception from 80 feet away, as far as you can tell, that is Dora. Reflecting back on how she's been talking all day, no particular hunch any which way. She could have been lying. But you don't know for sure that she was lying.
Okay, well, anytime I do a sense motive check, either I get it or I fail it. If
You
I
did not
fail
get
it,
it.
okay, then I failed it, and I now think that the Dora that is in the party coming up with us is part of the grand conspiracy, based on paranoia.
There you go.
Great. That's what that is. Okay.
It's a spin on that 3 stealth check, huh?
All right.
3. Air quotes, 3.
Okay.
I want to say something, but I'm not there, so I probably can't.
Meanwhile, Dabs and Grip are standing with someone who certainly appears to be Dora. What does that Dora say? Oh, pardon me, will I drop this thing very loudly?
Can anyone see him?
Is he okay? So that's just the first moment as you pop up here, Johnny. Cerrone is like blended into the other side of where the hedge picks up over the gatehouse wall, right, just 5-10 feet away from, say 10 feet away from Daggerbatha. Looking down at the courtyard, no sight of anybody except for a battered, bruised, and beat up Dora, apparently with her hands tied, left out by the well there. What do you do?
Is it possible for me to use a disable device check on Daggerbatha's belt?
To do what to it?
What I would like to do is I'd basically like to somehow mess with it, partially unbuckle it, do something to it where I could make it so that when he goes to grab something out of one of his pouches or go to pull out his weapons, his belt falls down and everything that's attached to it. So I don't know if that would be like sleight of hand or disable device or both.
So we'll do a sleight of hand to do this undetected and disable device to see whether you succeed at your goal.
Makes sense to me.
Love it.
Probably,
sleight of hand
probably
first.
way too fancy than what I should be doing, but this is what I chose. This is the hill I'm choosing to die on.
I hope you don't die on this hill.
Well, we'll see.
Die over on the other hill.
There's a lot of really good hills.
Oh, no, that's a natural one.
Oh, what's a problem?
Who's part of the grand conspiracy now?
Roll initiative.
Okay. So I removed some stuff from the light layer there so you can actually see. You were not inside the gatehouse. You were on top of the gatehouse. You can see Daggerbatha is there right at the corner of where the hedge meets the top of the gatehouse. Why don't you place yourself in any square adjacent to Daggerbatha that you would have been in? So a little closer to the interior of the compound. Great. Can you see Dora?
I cannot, but I imagine probably what had happened was that I had moved to look and see her.
Right there. You see that edge right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's where she's at.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, right. So the edge of your dark vision is where you caught in detail that it was her. Mm-hmm. Then you took just the one little step back to I'm gonna fuck with this belt.
Yep.
And you got caught.
I got caught.
And you all down on the ground, including whoever Katie's playing, can see. I guess so. You would see kind of nothing happening for a hot second there, and then suddenly a fish frogman comes flailing out from behind the side of the hedge, having captured somebody doing something hard to tell. But since your eyes are peeled up there, no need to make perception checks. Let's all roll initiative.
Do you have to do 2 rolls, Katie?
Like I'd tell ya.
Is there a mirror in the whaling house?
Nah.
Good question.
And we'll start with Roni. What'd you get?
12.
And Gripper down a little way, 50 feet away from the gatehouse.
Also a 12.
And Dabwick.
15.
Okay. And Katie, whichever character you're rolling for, why don't you tell me what you rolled?
17.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. It all comes full circle.
17.
Oh, gosh.
What's everybody got in hand?
I got my fists.
And the shield, I'm assuming? Is the shield?
Yeah, I'll have the shield up.
Okay. And Dabs?
+1 medium dagger.
And Katie's character?
+1 returning dagger.
Okay. And Roni?
Red Destiny.
Red Destiny. Top of round 1. Those of you down under the tree cover can see this start. You are 100% aware that combat has begun. So the first thing that happens is, as Roni is reaching in to muck about with Daggerbatha's belt, Daggerbatha feels that sensation, whips around, and I think the flash of movement that the three of you down under the tree saw was the sight of Daggerbatha reaching, drawing one of his short swords out, and then, Johnny, you see Daggerbatha squint his fishy eyes, staring at you with a brief split second of intense focus, concentration, and suddenly, BAMF! There are 4 of him dancing around inside the space that he currently occupies. Multiple iterations of Daggerbatha standing adjacent to you at this moment. All of them holding one of the 2 short swords in hand. Katie, I'll have you keep playing who you're playing. What does that person do?
Did they have to make were they casting a spell?
They made a concentration check, yeah.
Okay.
That's what the squinting of eyes
They were
was.
casting defensively. Got it.
Ooh.
I will cast magic missile at Daggerbatha.
Magic missile at Daggerbatha. How many missiles is that? It's 3 for you, right?
3.
All right. So, the first one punctures an image, which disappears. The second one punctures an image, which disappears. This is a good way to get rid of that shit. And the last one punctures the remaining image. Now there's only one Daggerbatha remaining.
I like to keep things tidy.
Yes.
Nice job.
Nice job, Katie's character. What does Katie's character then do? After these void missiles streak through the night sky, slam into Daggerbatha, erasing images.
And no one next to me is well, nothing.
Nothing?
I'm done.
Okay. You gonna charge the gatehouse?
No.
Okay.
Oddly enough.
So, Dabwick, you are up next. Standing next to Dora, you just saw these void missiles scream out of her hands, blasting into the fish frog man atop the gatehouse. You're about 50 so feet away. You can see Roni up there, probably still a little hard to see, but something's going down.
I think Dabwick is going to cast Longstrider on themselves at this point.
Ooh.
Which gives them an extra 10 feet of movement because they don't have a lot of movement. Try to get closer to... So, standard action, Longstrider spell, move action, closing towards the camp.
Nice. So you all are seeing... This is Bolgard, Dabwick, now moving at, 40 feet? Is that right?
That's right.
Nice. Very fast-moving frog creature loping across the intervening distance between the tree and the gatehouse. Johnny, you got some invisibility going, don't you?
I do.
Okay, this is fun. So, as you're watching these copies of Daggerbatha pop out of existence as magic missiles slam into them, out of the corner of your eye, back in the center of the courtyard, you see another Daggerbatha invisibly creeping out of the well. Apparently, as though thinking nobody has any idea that he's there, this copy of Daggerbatha is holding a trident. So we've got a Daggerbatha with short swords and a Daggerbatha with a trident. You have sight on that token now?
Yes.
Okay. So you see him crawl out of the well, and move invisibly over to the corner of the guest house, keeping his eyes peeled on what's happening up there, still totally invisible. That is a double move for him. Having seen that, now seeing two, everywhere you go, there's multiple versions of everybody all around you. This is just perfect for the paranoia. I love it. So Roni is up next. How is Roni processing what is happening to him right now?
He's aware of magic and he's aware of illusions, and he's thinking someone is playing tricks on us.
Yeah.
But they don't know that he's here yet. So, or somebody knows that someone's here, but they don't know that he's here. They don't know. So he's trying to figure out what he's going to do.
Yep.
Whether he's going to stay up here and fight, or whether he's going to disappear and do something else.
So at this point, I think it is reasonable for Roni to assume, obviously the Daggerbotha that you're standing next to knows that you're there.
Yep.
But he would
Can't
have
see
no
me.
he would have no reason to believe that anybody down in the courtyard has got any sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do I fight this thing? Oh. I mean, I have to. That's why we're here. We didn't come here not to fight the thing. It's going to blow the blend, but that's okay. All right, I will attack. First, I will narrow my eyes back at it,
Narrow it.
using my studied combat to swift action study it.
Excellent.
And then I will take Red Destiny and stab. Stab, I say, right into it.
All right.
Oh, that's a 26.
That's a hit.
8 points of damage.
Ooh, fantastic. Blade slides through the robe and through the fish scales and into the weirdly muscular, angled fish frog body. So that makes you visible, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Now,
all right.
now I'm visible.
Now everybody can see you.
I'm going to draw the rope from the handy haversack as a move action.
Understood. Grip, you are up next. You can see Roni popping into visibility. Red Destiny stabbed into the Daggerbotha upon the gatehouse. What do you do?
He starts laughing and he turns to Dora and says, "It always comes to fucking hitting," and he runs off to the gate at a sprint.
Yeah. Down in the courtyard, leaning against the well, bruised, battered, and bloody, Dora starts calling for help. Katie, why don't you do that for me?
Help! Help!
That is the end of round 1. Top of round 2. Daggerbotha on the gatehouse draws their other short sword and takes one stab at you, Roni. 26.
Hit.
6 points of damage as it is now a short sword on short sword duel atop the gatehouse.
Those dudes.
Roni, out of the corner of your eye, you see one of the Fort Halecourse soldiers making its way around the side of the gatehouse and below you to get an angle for a shot on you next round. A longbow is in hand. The Dora under the trees, what does she do?
She's going to move.
Is she moving closer and closer to the Grand Conspiracy?
We all are.
Is that what we're going to call Grip now?
That's tough but fair.
Can I see the rooftop Daggerbotha from where I am, or is the height of the gatehouse?
I think you need to be either 1 square to your east or 1 square to your southeast for the angle.
Yeah.
I buy 1 square to the east, though. Sort of 10 feet away from the base of the gatehouse, you can catch like the top half of the Daggerbotha atop the gatehouse.
We'll fire another magic missile.
Pew, pew, pew! Roll that damage up!
13.
13 points of damage. Fantastic. Missiles slam into flesh this time, not into illusion. Dabwick, you are up. You see Dora moving up, blasting away with repeated void missiles. You were in the hedge, about 10 feet away from her, 10 feet away from Gripper.
Hey, Grip, give me a boost. Dabwick's gonna run up to the corner of the gatehouse and try to climb up there.
Mm-hmm. Give me a climb check.
Got it.
I'll get in the position where I put my hand, lace my fingers together
Put
on
out
my
a knee. It's a 10 on the climb check.
That is enough to get you to the top of this roof with Grip's help. Then the other Daggerbotha is up. So Dabs is at the front end of the gatehouse. Roni is close to the back. I don't think the Daggerbatha in the courtyard would have an angle on Dabs. You know what? 2 can play at the magic missile game. The invisible Daggerbatha in the courtyard becomes visible as 3 magic missiles come streaking out of his outstretched hands and slam into Roni.
What do his magic missiles look like?
They look like neon blue, sharp jets of water, like water blades shooting
Is
to the sky.
anyone wearing Rash Mamby's necklace? Dabs is?
Oh, Dabs is. That's very low rolls on those, Johnny. 7 points of damage is all.
Oh, wow.
Biffed that. I biffed that.
You are an idiot and a moron.
In every way,
Yeah.
I colossally fail. Roni, you're up. Slammed with water missiles. Facing off with one Daggerbatha as another one shoots you. You can see a frog creature approaching you from the south. You know that that's Dabs, or you think it's Dabs.
This is so much fun.
I mean, just picture this guy, right? On top of this place, all by himself, surrounded by all these things that look like each other. He doesn't trust anybody. He's freaking out. Or maybe he's going very cold. What is he doing, Johnny?
I take a 5-foot step
Yep.
to put our good pal Daggerbatha between me and the Juju zombie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
And then I attack again.
Leaving no firing solution. Yep.
Exactly.
Great.
Make it very difficult for that zombie. Oh, that's a terrible roll.
What'd you get?
I'm guessing a 13 is not going to hit.
Do you want to throw some shame on that?
No,
Maybe
I
a
don't
little
think.
inspiration?
I don't think that is going to make any difference. Wow, that was a natural 2. Wow.
That is a miss. He dodges out of the way.
And I'm going to throw Dabs the rope as a move action. Can I do that?
Oh, Dabs is within reach. You can just hand it over.
Boom.
100%. Great. So, Dabs, you have got the rope in hand. Grip, you are up next. You can see you've helped boost Frogwick up to the top of the gatehouse. You can also easily
Frogwick,
see
I think.
Roni above you at the top of the gatehouse as well.
How tricky a climb is it for me to climb to the top of the gatehouse?
It is not a tricky climb.
I will climb to the top of the gatehouse.
Give me a climb check.
Not a tricky climb for you.
A 12.
You're okay.
Okay.
So at the end of a move action, you've made your way to the top of the gatehouse. You have to sort of push past Roni and Dabs. The space is getting very tight up there.
I may as well take a swing at him.
Do it.
Just a big old unarmed, non-flurry strike with really no other bonuses. Fuck you! Oh! These are the best dice ever, Katie. So that's for a 30. That
was a natural 20?
Yeah, it was a natural 20.
That is a hit. Back it up. Critical threat.
26 backing up.
That is a critical fucking hit. So Grip scrambles up the side of the gatehouse, pushes through Roni and Dabwick, and just BAM!
That's 1-8. So there's 11.
Oh my god.
And another 8!
What?
22 points of damage.
22 points of damage!
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Two
Amazing.
eights. 2 8s.
It does
and a
all come
natural
down to
20.
just hitting things.
That
Amazing.
felt good.
That is one wobbly, pummeled fish frog man standing on top of this gatehouse. Ooh, this fight went not his way very, very quickly.
Aw. Thoughts and prayers.
Poor buddy.
It's such a good plan, though.
Poor buddy.
Did we?
No, him.
Oh.
The three of you on top of the gatehouse see one of the Hail Course soldiers who had been tucked back inside of the U of the manor house make his way across the courtyard, now standing above the imprisoned Dora, longbow in hand, looking like going to start taking pot shots at all of you open targets on the roof next round. Perception checks from Roni, Grip, and Dabs, please.
God damn it. Another fucking 20.
What the hell, man?
Another fucking 1.
Oh, Jody.
23.
Wow, the dice are telling
It was a
story.
27 total for me.
Okay, Roni doesn't catch this, but Gripper and the Dabs see out of the corner of your eyes as you're scanning this, scanning this courtyard for as multiple combatants start coming out of hiding places, you catch sight of the door to the guest house. So that is, you know which building I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That's the one over here.
Yep.
You see that door open, seemingly opened by nobody.
Great.
Yeah. And Katie, give me some acting for a door by the well.
Oh no! Oh, don't shoot me!
Perfect.
Sense motive.
That seems so convincing. We all know Katie is a better actor than that. Round 3.
Actually, yeah, I would like to make a sense motive check on that.
Roll it up.
25.
Dora has never in her life called out for help in that way.
That is not Dora either.
No.
So neither of these are Dora.
This is
Great. Okay.
this is
Amazing.
This is somebody playing Dora as damsel in distress.
Amazing.
So neither of these are. This is why my attention is all over the place because I'm like, which one's Dora? Which one's Dora?
They're all
neither
Dora?
of them are.
Yeah,
neither of them are Dora.
That's
Okay.
awesome. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Well, here
Clearly,
we go.
this Daggerbatha just lays down and dies.
No, this Daggerbatha is going to attempt to tumble off the side of the building
To where?
to the ground.
Outside the fence?
No,
or inside?
Inside, closer to the Hail Course Soldier 1. You'll see where that direction would be.
Yep.
Here goes an acrobatics check.
Fail it.
Oh, fuck.
Yes. That's what I wanted.
Well, Daggerbatha has good acrobatics. 15. Is there, for either of you two, either Grip or Roni, does that fail to beat your CMD?
It does fail to beat my CMD.
I bet if it fails to beat Roni's
It's
CMD,
gotta fail.
gonna
It very much fails to beat my CMD.
All right.
gonna
Roni.
die from attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, this is going to be bad.
Oh, come on, Red Destiny. Red Destiny lances out with the eagle scream in my mind. That's a 17.
You want to use any shame?
Nope.
Hit.
Oh! And guess what I'm going to blow?
Do it.
Dump that damage.
Dump
That's
that
right.
shit.
Dump that damage. All right. That's going to be... That's 7 points
Total?
total.
Even with the dump?
Even with the dump. They were
Oh
bad
my
rolls on both
God.
sides, yeah.
Daggerbatha is still alive with what looks to be 1 hit point.
Hey, one
Grip,
hit
you're
point
up.
club.
20. Oh, yeah, 21.
Yeah.
So 21.
Yeah, that's very much a hit.
Max damage again for 11 points of damage.
Okay. This is your fist.
This is my fist.
Grip winds back up. So as Roni kind of ducks down, stabs Red Destiny in low, Grip winds back up. Katie knows what's about to happen. This fist smashes into soft frog flesh, which instantaneously turns into razor-sharp shards of glass.
Oh, it's the fucking mirror thing,
as the
isn't
mirror
it?
thing
God damn it.
explodes, catching all three of you in a 20-foot radius burst of shattered, jagged glass shards. I can take reflex saves from the three of you.
Amazing.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
He Scott Pilgrimed him.
What'd you get, Roni?
29.
And Gripper.
16.
You like that?
No, but I'm gonna let it stand.
And Dabs.
19.
Half damage for all three of you.
Yay!
You all are very successful at dodging around each other as the air on top of this gatehouse is filled with broken mirror. Each of you taking only 5 points of
Nice.
piercing and slashing damage. And the soul sliver is dead.
Yay!
Well, that tumble didn't go so well.
Well, if you're made of glass, you shouldn't be tumbling.
The soldier number 1, who is standing at the base of the gatehouse, just a little north of it, takes a shot at... Oh, there's no soft cover from fake Daggerbatha anymore. Takes a shot at Roni. 15.
That misses
Yeah.
anyways. All right.
Soldier makes his way out from the west side of the carriage house, moves into position and takes a shot at the gripper. Let me check distance here. Oh, nice. Within a range increment. Arrow comes flying at your grip. 21 is a miss, right?
Indeed.
Out from behind the shed, south of the well, another one appears, takes a shot at Dabs. Natural 1. Arrow goes just sailing into the sky.
Do they have dark vision that's longer than 60 feet?
No, we'll check concealment on any hit.
Got it.
For any attack further than 60 feet away. But, like, you can all... It's kind of like the other night. You can see. It's just anything further than 60 feet away will have that concealment.
Got it.
Yeah. Katie's character, you are up.
I have no idea what's going on.
No. No, you don't.
Just-
You are outside this complex.
If you
Very
want to hold for a moment, I'll drop some
problematic.
rope down.
I mean, yes, because I'm never going to make that climb check. Way I roll.
You want to just swap there? So Dabwick is next.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dabs, you're going to drop that rope and ready in action to help hoist her up?
Yep.
Perfect. Katie, your character moves forward. Give me a climb check.
Oh. 15.
Oh, easily does it with the assistance of Dabwick. Dabwick pulls you up. That looks like I think that's the end of your turn.
I can't drop prone.
You can.
I would like to do that.
I think reasonably, does this make sense to the two of you that Dabwick would have to move back 5 feet to help hoist up so that then Dora ends up closer to the front end of the gatehouse where she can fall prone?
Yes, that makes sense.
All right, so now Dabwick, while pulling Dora up, has moved to essentially the front line of the cluster of you on the gatehouse. Daggerbatha in the courtyard is up. I'll just call him Daggerbatha. 3 more magic missiles at Roni. 9 points of damage as 3 water missiles slam into you there, Rones.
And I am now down to 17 hit points.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I am bloodied.
And then here comes the last of the Hail Course soldiers into view. Had been hiding around the side of the guest house. So many archers. This shot's going on Dabs. Okay, it's a miss. 17.
That's my AC.
Oh, all right. So roll a... give me a roll on a 10-sider. On a 1 or 2, it misses from concealment.
Rolled a 1.
Yay.
All right, nice. So, Dabs ducks out of the way. Roni, you're up.
As a standard action, I pull and drink my remaining blend extract. And,
Got it. Great.
As I'm doing this, I'm eyeing the door that just clambered over the wall and is standing far too close to me.
Actually, I'm flat on the ground.
She's...
Prone.
What's
So
she
if you
doing
want
down
to kill
there,
me
Johnny?
now, it's the time.
Well, right now your spy self has only been helpful, so I'm keeping you close.
There we go.
But these archers on the
I'm
other
just saying
hand
I'm
have been.
particularly vulnerable at the moment.
And then I'm going to clamber off of the side, and as I move, hide. I'm moving half speed, so I'm just gonna disappear and then climb down.
Give me an acrobatics check. It's 10 feet drop down there.
I have monkey fish still on, so it is just a climb speed.
Boom.
I think I'm probably just on the ground there.
Right.
Yeah.
No, let me get that out of the way. Tucked into the corner where the hedge meets the gatehouse at its base. Give me that stealth check.
That is a 32.
The corpse soldier, scanned 10 feet away from you, clearly has no idea you are there. You also don't detect any evidence that Daggerbatha saw you do that. Well and truly hidden. Gripper, you're up. You just saw Roni disappear.
It's time to start hitting soldiers.
Yeah.
It looks like. I want to get to this square here. It's 15 as the crow flies. What does the drop do to that?
So you want to jump off the northwest side of the gatehouse and close with Hail Course Soldier 1.
That is exactly what I want to do.
I think you could do that in a single move with an acrobatics check. You can land on your feet and avoid taking any damage. If you fail that, then you would land prone.
18.
There you go. You land neatly on your feet after a 10-foot drop.
In my mind, it's a definite superhero landing.
Oh, yeah.
With a fist to the ground.
Yes.
While he was making that move, he's taking a swift action. To take a feat. Since it's swift now, it's faster. He kind of just does his rolls in one circle and cracks gets both cracks of the neck much quicker now. And
So instead of crack, it's now crack.
It's
Yeah.
And then he is going to take weapon versatility to give his fistuses slashing damage. Yeah, and then he's going to hit him. That's a 14. I'm gonna shame.
I know it's been a hot second for us. You do know these folks' armor class. So I'm just going to tell you because for you all,
right.
your characters, this was like
2 days ago.
Yeah, a day and a half ago. You know their armor class was 19.
Okay.
They're pretty heavily armored.
Okay. What I say that was a 14.
You got to get 5.
Take a 5 or better. I'm gonna save that shame point.
Yeah, this guy hasn't been hit yet. All right, so Grip lands like a boss and then totally biffs.
He focused too much on looking cool on the landing.
There we go. Hill Course Soldier 5 is up. Which one was this? This is the one standing next to Dora. Takes a shot on Dabwick. Yeah, it's 22. Give me a concealment roll there.
7 on the die.
All right, so arrow slams into Dabs for 1 point of damage. Materializing out of nowhere, about halfway between Grip and Daggerbotha, is a 30-ish-year-old human woman in an elegant red dress, openly brandishing a unholy symbol of Hastur. Masterwork rapier in hand. She closes with the Grip and takes a stab at you. 2 on the die, so that's a miss. But we've got a Hastur cultist in the fight now.
This is not Millicent, though. This is just some random cultist.
Materializing on the opposite side of Grip, flanking with that cultist, is another one. This time, a man, probably by description, the male of the couple that dropped off the invitation a couple days ago. He is wearing a mithril shirt. He has... It is a dagger in hand. Takes a stab at you. Oh, that's a 19 on the die. That's a critical threat. Oh, God. All right, 18 on the die for the backup. Critical hit. This blade, shades of Reese materializing with a dagger, right inside stabbed right into the liver. 16 points of damage as that blade slides into the Gripper. The door at the well stands up. She just had her hands behind her. Her hands were never tied. She starts strolling while whistling and humming a little tune to herself, slowly across the courtyard towards where Grip is now surrounded by 3 enemies, 2 cultists and an undead soldier. She seems pretty happy with herself. And that's the end of round 3. Top of round 4, the undead soldier right next to Grip drops his longbow, draws his longsword. Ooh, you know what? Let's check some phobia for you there, Gripper.
Neat.
Should have done that with the dagger, but hey.
14.
So, you make the check this round. You are not shaken right now, but you'll have the option next round of saving again. If you succeed, the effect will end for now, but if you fail, you become frightened. It's that situation here.
Right.
Then, the soldier number 1, 21. Miss, all right. Hill Course Soldier number 4. This is the one that came out from around the side of the stables. Gonna take a shot at Dabs. Natural 1. Number 3. This is the one who came out from around the shed. Gonna move in a little bit closer. Take another shot at Dabs. 25.
Yep.
and still further than 60 feet. So go ahead and give me that concealment check.
Still hits.
Another 1 point of damage.
Wow.
These arrows are just grazing. Dabwick, you are up. Arrows are sailing through the air, just like cutting your clothes, nipping little trails of blood on the sides of your arms.
Can I end up over here?
You want to get on the other side of the dandy who's flanking Grip?
Yeah.
Yes, 5, 10, 15. And you got a 40-foot move right now, right?
Correct.
Okay, you're golden. So give me one acrobatics check to make sure you don't take any damage jumping off the building.
Okay. That's a 17.
You are golden. How do you land?
On all fours and stops just for a second like a frog.
And then bounce
back
down
up.
again. And then give me one more check to move through the dandy man's threatened area. Dandy man.
Ooh, that's a 9 on the acrobatics check.
Oh, okay. You do provoke.
That was a
He
natural one.
slashes out with his dagger, hitting a 14. That's a miss, right?
Correct.
Okay, but you land in position, so it's now the woman, then Grip, then the man, then Dabs with the soldier just to the north of all this.
Okay.
You taking an attack?
Yep.
All right.
Got a 19 on the die for a 26.
Critical threat and your confirmation roll.
22.
That is a critical hit on this guy.
Nice.
So damage would be 10.
10 points of slashing damage. Nice. Hey, that is the most damage you've done with
Anything.
the weapon. Well, not with anything.
Right, with a weapon.
All right, which Dora is this? This is the real Dora. Dora's up,
Dora's.
flat on her face, on top of the gatehouse.
Everyone has left.
Yes, you were alone in
So
Iris Hill.
I have to stand as a move action just to see what the hell is going on. So I stand and see me
Yes. Jauntily crossing the courtyard,
Yes.
whistling.
and the soul sliver has exploded.
Yes.
So I know that that is not the soul sliver. It is something else.
Give me a perception check.
24.
Sure looks like you.
Doesn't look reversed.
It does not look reversed. Oh,
So
yeah.
it's-
So specifically,
I'm
it
looking
does
spec-
not look reversed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's an alter self or disguise self.
Some more mundane supernatural.
Can't be alter self,
Nope.
right? Because I know that spell doesn't do that. I don't know what does. It's an illusion.
After discussions around Dabwick's hat of disguise,
Yes.
you would know this would probably be something like a disguise self type thing could do
An item.
if it wasn't like specifically designed to only make you a random halfling. You know what I mean?
What do I know about Dagobotha? And what he does and is?
You know he's a scum.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah. There was
Shit.
There was some
We know he cast magic missile.
we know
Right.
he cast magic missile, and there was some reference to lightning being associated with him somehow. I don't remember how, but yeah, you're looking at some sort of spellcaster here,
Well,
and this was definitely
probably
a
fruitless.
spell, not a psychic ability, right? So like, you all observed somatic gestures, verbal components, and stuff. So he's a
And he didn't hold up like a holy symbol when he did it.
correct. So
I think this
probably
is-
not divine, probably
This
not
spell
psychic.
is never going to work again, but I shall try to insert a mental block
Oh.
between Dagobotha and everything that he can do.
Oh, okay. This is a will save.
Yes, it's a will save. Fail it.
14.
You failed it.
All right. So
Nice.
walk me through this shit again.
You lock access to the target's procedural memories, preventing it from drawing upon its experience and expertise. The target loses all skill ranks, spells known, spells prepared, and activated feats, as well as its extraordinary, supernatural, and spell-like abilities. Each round at the end of the target's turn, the target can attempt another will save to end this effect.
So it can't do anything.
Ooh, that's
It is next, so
That is
it can't do
intense.
anything for one round at least. And then Dora drops prone.
But it can still take actions, right? It just can't use spell-like
Yes.
or supernatural abilities.
Drop-
And it has no feats.
She drops
No
prone
feats,
once
thank
more.
And you were within range for that?
It's medium range.
Oh, that's amazing. Nice round. So Daggerbotha is up next. You know, this fishy frog face is like cackling with glee. He's excited. The fight has moved down to the ground. It's about to get, oh, what the fuck? He has like just this look of like blankness crosses his eyes as he's like, what's going on? What am I
down here
doing?
for?
What was happening
Where
here?
did I leave my key?
Why doesn't anything I do work?
Please fail the will save again.
So he is not trained in spellcraft. He has no idea what's going on.
So he gives up and runs
shit.
away.
He runs to the house. Yeah, 100%. He runs over to the dining room doors.
Sorry, I couldn't focus fire. It's just I felt like that was maybe more
Nicely done.
useful.
So he's run all the way across the courtyard and is clawing at the front doors, at the doors to the dining room. Soldier number 2 is up. This is the one that was
But
by...
he's got to make a save again at the end of his round.
end of his turn.
Yeah. Please fail.
11.
Yeah, fail.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
Soldier number 2 can see Grip and Dabs, and that's it. Dora's flat. There would be no shot on her. Roni is hidden and effectively invisible. Grip is surrounded on all sides. What's the distance? What's the distance here? What's the distance? Let's
What's
see.
he building in there?
That's what I call charge distance.
Jesus.
Drops his longbow,
Grip.
draws his long sword on a charge, adding to the... This is exactly where Grip is meant to be. Here we go.
It's a non-scum scrum.
And 2 on the die doesn't help him land that attack. But he is in the mix there. Roni, you are up now. You are 10 feet away from this cluster of friends and foes.
Yes, and I'm also bloodied, so as a move action, I draw my 1 potion of Cure Moderate Wounds and drink it as a standard action, and
Nice.
then as I will take a 5-foot step
Yeah?
to get into the scrum.
Oh, God. Closing with the Dandy Fellow.
Who's injured already, yeah.
But I'm also still
Oh, yeah.
blended.
Oh, I got it. How much do you heal?
I healed 17 points.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah,
wow.
it was a really good roll.
Good one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Grip, we find you with flanked by 2 cultists of Haster, with 2 longsword-wielding undead soldiers also adjacent to you. Dabwick is flanking the dandy gentleman with you.
And Roni has moved into your one spot to get out of flanking.
Well, Roni is nowhere to be seen. Oh, and also across the way, Dora is approaching.
Skipping
She looks
like
happy.
an idiot.
No. She's whistling.
Oh, sorry.
Like an idiot.
like an idiot. No. She seems cunning.
Well,
Don't you get advantages when you're surrounded by enemies?
I do. I get a +1 to hit if I'm threatened by more than one person.
That's so fun.
So yeah, I guess I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna go full bore on the dandy who stabbed me that I'm flanking with.
Got it.
Dabs.
You doing some power attack, or you...
That seems to make sense. Power attack. We're gonna do the full flurry.
Yep.
I'm flanking, so that gets me back to +8, and then I get the +1, so this will be first attack at a +9. That's not gonna do it, probably. 13. No, a 14.
Use any shape?
Yes. 17.
Miss.
Yeah.
Dodges out of the way.
Second attack is a plus that, +2, +3, so that's a +4. That's a miss. Not worth the shame. Couldn't anyway. And final attack.
Come on.
Well, that's better. That's going to be a 24, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's a hit.
For 13 points of damage.
Oh, wow. Hefty blow after a bunch of misses. You got to pay attention to all the foes around you. Number 5 is up. Which one is number 5? Number 5 is by the well. Number 5. Oh, number 5. Let's go to absolute scrum insanity here.
God damn it.
Drops bow. And double moves in. Really to. Okay. Another soldier moving to close in with this cluster is not able to get adjacent to any of the PCs with this round's movement.
We really need area effect stuff.
The woman in red, flanking Grip with the man in blue, takes a rapier stab at you there, Gripper. 21 is a miss, right?
Correct.
All right. She has not been touched. She's fine. She's liking the way this fight is looking. The man in blue is going to keep going after the Gripper since he's in the flank here. 22?
No.
Okay. Did I do the flank? I did the flank. Okay. He will then take a 5-foot step to get north of you, Grip, and get out of the middle between you and Dabs. Creepy Dora. She strolls up a little bit closer, whistling, and then waves her hands through the air, mutters a little incantation under her breath, and Grip, you feel the inside of your head explode as though blood vessels are popping on the inside. Give me a will save.
Moves her hands a little.
Yes.
Says a little incantation.
Yes.
I wonder if this is Millicent.
17.
You keeping it?
Yeah.
That's a save.
Oh.
That's 9 points of damage from fake Dora as you all see blood come jetting out of his nose and ears. We'll pick up this fight next time. That's the end of chapter 75. Dark Nexus is a creation of Plug and Hum Productions. This podcast uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Incorporated, which are used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. This podcast is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo Inc. For more information about Paizo's community use policy, please visit paizo.com/communityuse. And for more information about Paizo and Paizo products, please visit paizo.com. That's PAIZO.com. Dark Nexus uses music and soundscapes by Sirenscape. Check them out at sirenscape.com. That's SYRINSCAPE.com. Opening and closing themes, along with additional music, composed by Rob Kauzlaric. Artwork for Dark Nexus is by Matt Wahlquist. Special thanks to Toy, without whose generosity this project would not have been possible. And thanks to DMCP, Richard and Ari, Paul and Shannon, Chris, Scotty, Jason, Jess, Joe, Chelsea, Matt, Dave, Darren, and everyone we've gamed with over the years for all the memories and inspiration.
WTPK.
Oh.
Brilliant. Love it.
Tag.
That was
Season
good.
2 tag.